Hello all, MikeRo Munch here and welcome to another episode of the FM19 Southampton Save. Today is a triple header. 2 games against Porto in the second knockout round of the Europa League. Sandwiched in between that is a big game away at the Etihad against Manchester City, who are struggling in the Premier League. We haven't got much time, so I'm going to get through this quite quickly. We'll start with what's gone on since the last episode. Only 2 games played, 2 wins. A 2-1 win away at Turf Moor against Burnley, very, very comfortable. They got a last minute penalty which took a little bit of gloss off the result. And then a very comfortable 3-1 win at home to Huddersfield has left us 4th in the table. Doing very nicely. What the hell happened there? Doing very nicely at the moment. We are 1 point ahead of Spurs, who are our nearest rivals for that top 4 spot, along with Liverpool, who are kind of still in the conversation. You could maybe make a case for Everton as well. City very far back. Got a game in hand over us, but are currently in 8th. Carlo Ancelotti, who is the manager after Pep Guardiola got sacked last year, has got sacked recently, so I think they might be without a manager at the moment. Maybe I should put my job application in. So first, it is a game against Porto in the Europa League. Done very well to get here, very proud of the boys, and if we can win this home leg and keep a clean sheet, I'll be very happy, which is making me wonder if we go the 4-2-3-1 or if we go the 4-3-3. If we go the 4-3-3 with the holding midfielder, it means that we're less likely to concede, but we're also less likely to score, and I think it's more important to come out with maybe a win from this game, because I think we began to be able to shut teams out when we go away from home with the 4-3-3. So we're going to go 4-2-3-1 today. Forster is in goal, and you got Tierney, Kanate, Smalling and Johnny, who seem to be our new back 4, as it were. Ginter playing well, but can't drop to the bench. Kanate and Smalling seem to have got a nice little partnership together. Lanetti and Højbjerg in the middle, same deal, really good little partnership going there. David Neres, who's been in excellent form in the last few weeks, up to 11 goals now this season, very impressive. JWP is playing as the attacking midfielder because Ross Barkley is injured and I can't register anyone else. Ronnie Lopez, who's also now in scintillatingly hot form, is out on the right, and Brill, Donald and Bolo will lead the line. So it looks like Porto are playing a 4-2... Well, it looks like they're playing a diamond, so there's going to be room down the wings. I'm feeling a bit better because most of the goals we concede come from the wing, so we have to try and exploit that if we can. Marega, I know, is a very decent player, so he's going to be hard to stop. I'm going to say passionately to the boys, I expect a good result out there, so go and grab a win. If we win, I'll be very, very happy, naturally. If we don't, I'll be very upset, naturally. Right, away we go. Come on, boys. It's obviously one of the biggest games of the season so far. In hindsight, not really sure we can win the Europa League, looking at some of the teams that are still left in it. But I want to go as far as we can, accumulate as much more money as we can. We've actually made a big profit this year compared to last year. I think we made a profit around about £9 million this year on the overall balance, which is going to help us in the summer signings. Obviously, we sold Hakim Ziyech in the last episode, mistakenly. And it'd be nice if we could kind of keep that money and then use it next year and maybe get one really big signing. I think the squad depth is there now. It is now all about improving the actual quality of the first team, and the only way we're going to do that is by bringing in proper world-class players, as Porto have the first chance. Good save by Forster there, good clearance. I thought Brill might have got on the offensive there, but not to be. Looking for Sergio. Great tackle by JWP. He's robbed his pocket there. Good ball over the top looking for Brill. Brill gets in. Brill hits the ball. Oh, it's gone in! Is it an own goal? Oh, it's a bit harsh on the keeper, but it's not great keeping, let's be fair. But we are 1-0 up. A big, big goal. That is a massive goal. Great play by James Ward-Prowse there to nick the ball off of, I think it was Oliveira in the midfield. And that is a lovely ball. Oh, dear me. That keeping, though. Dear me. It is 1-0. Come on. And their front guys have been relatively, I hate to say it, I'm hesitant to say it, but ineffectual, some would say. And it's been a very good first half from Southampton. We dominated, maybe not the ball, but dominated the chances, and that's really what I was after. I'm going to say passionately to the boys, I'm very happy with your performance, keep it up. Now the problem I've got, as is all the thing with all managers I imagine who are in the Europa League, is that the game against City at the weekend is a massive game. So, do I put all my eggs in the Europa League basket and keep going and get a second and keep the big guns on, or do I take them off in preparation for the City game at the weekend? I'm going to go to 60 minutes and we'll start making some changes, or maybe 55 minutes, we'll start making some changes. Right, 55 minutes gone. We're going to take Ronnie Lopez off because he's quite tired. I'm going to bring on Goebbels and we'll swap him with David Neres, and they both prefer it that way. Okay, 16 minutes gone. I think what we're going to do is it's time to go slightly, not negative, but I'm going to bring on Patty Cutrone, and I'm also going to take off, I'm going to take off Højbjerg as well, and we're going to bring on Mario Lemina, and Lemina is going to go and sit in behind. We're going to kind of take what we've got, go to balance, so we're not going completely cautious. But we're going to try and just take our foot off the gas a little bit. Keep control of this game. See it out. Keep a clean sheet. Crucial. 20 minutes to go. They've made 3 changes all in one go. Unbelievable. 2 of them at the back as well, which is surprising. And they've taken off Mariga, which is great news. JWP over a free kick. Bends it in. Good ball. Goobles. Oh! JWP into Mario Lemina. Is there a second here for us? Great ball out from Lemina, looking for Goobles. He drives at the defence. Goobles goes out wide now. Plays out to Kieran Tierney. He's got a superb delivery. Kieran. David Neres is at the back. Sergio Oliveira heads it on. JWP. We rotate again. Come on. Johnny running down the wing. Whips it in. Cutrone. Pat. Just in. It's 2. Patty Cutrone gets his 8th of the season. Boom. Yes. Great ball in by Johnny. Great pressing from the boys. Oh. Maybe. No, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Because there's still another leg to go. Great header by Patty Cutrone. Wonderful scenes. Bang. Love it. Looks like we're going to keep a clean sheet and get a very important first leg win. There goes the final whistle. 2-0. It's a big result. Johnny gets man of the match. He was superb today. What a performance. What a way to start the episode. Yes. Absolutely delighted with that. I'm really happy with that. That's magic. Well done. Big result. Man City is up next. If we can replicate that, I'll be well happy. Right, so here we are for the Man City game. It is on the Sunday, so Tottenham have played their game first. They won, so they are now 2 points ahead in the race for the top 4. I don't know if this takes on a really big game of significance. I'm not 100% sure. If we can come away with a draw, I'll be very happy. We don't need to win it, but I think a draw would be a very suitable start. For this game, we are going to make a couple of changes to the lineup. Fraser Borsa still in goal, and it's still the same back 4. Mario Lemina drops in as the defensive midfielder. Then you've got Linetti and Wijnaldum in front of him. And then you've got David Neres, Ronnie Lopez, and Brill, Donald and Bolo still up front. Now that we've got the 2-0 win against Porto, I feel like maybe I could rest a couple of players for the return leg. We're just going to go there, camp out, try and keep it tight. That's got to be the plan. In terms of City, it looks like pretty much the same team we played last time. They've got Kevin De Bruyne, Gundogan in the midfield, which is slightly scary. Got Chiesa with Robert Lewandowski and Sane. It's going to be a tough game. I can't see us scoring, but I can see us maybe just frustrating them a little bit. That's got to be the plan. And we just go here, try and grind it out, maybe nick a goal on the break. We're not quite the quality yet to go toe-to-toe with City just yet. So, 0-0 at half-time. Pretty comfortable in all fairness. It's been a good half. I'm going to say to the boys, I'm pleased how things are going. Keep it up. Do I make any changes? Not yet. No changes just yet. It's been a very comfortable half. I don't want to disrupt the structure of the team right now. I think what I might do actually is I might take Linetti off in a minute, but it's the first highlight of the game. John Stones. Fudge. Set piece is irritating as well. All the way City can break you down, a set piece is not what I had in mind. Forster so near to it. Maybe should save it. He looks like he gets there. Okay, time to make some changes then. Let's go to our normal formation, our 4-2-3-1. We'll take off Linetti, bring on David Silva. Now is your chance to impress me, mate. It's going to be highlights galore from here on in because now we've opened the game up. As David Silva gets on the ball, lovely. First thing he does is play a brilliant ball into Brill, Donald and Bolo, and it's 1-1. God. And there I was, slating David Silva about how he's not really performed this year. First thing he does is a magical assist to Brill, and that's a superb finish. This turn here by David, it's not even on his proper foot, because obviously his left foot. That is some finish. Edison's got no chance. Back in the game. Good times. What I might end up doing actually, because David Neres hasn't had his best game, so I'm going to bring on Patty Roberts. And then I'm going to swap Patty Roberts and Ronnie Lopez so Pat can go and play on the right hand side. He's obviously an ex-City player as well, so hopefully he might do some damage, a bit like David Silva's done to him. Corner, Ronnie Lopez whips it in, and that's a good header away by Hector. And Bolo gets there ahead of Dinio. Now, that's a good ball to Kieran Tierney. Go on, mate, whip this in. You got the delivery. Tierney, back to Genie, to Mario Lemina, Johnny. Oh my god, this isn't going to be us, is it? Johnny whips it in. Oh no. Look at the break. Look at how many men forward they've got. Hits it long, looking for Lewandowski. Naturally, he wins the header. Oh, this has got 2 on City written all over it. Sane. Whips it in. Jesus back. For a minute I dared to dream. It's well played by Sane. He's torn me apart every time we play him. And it's not brilliant there from Kieran Tierney at the back. He doesn't even get up. Dear me. Not good. Not good. Patty Roberts. Driving at the City defence. Patty Roberts. And he's hit it straight at Edison. It's annoying because you know those ones aren't going to go in because the highlight's too short. So you just know it's not going to go in. But it's the hope that kills you. We had a really good game, to be fair. We gave them a good game. We've been much better in the second half. There's 45 seconds left. I can't see us getting anything out of it, but you never know. That's a great ball from Patty Cutrone to Patty Roberts. Go on. Roberts. Good clearance by Laporta. Johnny heads it to Genie. Genie. Good ball to Johnny. Come on, mate. Johnny whips it in. Brill. Oh, either side. Danilo plays out to Kyle Walker. That will be that. A 2-1 defeat away at the Etihad. They're not having a great season. We're probably going to finish above them, but just going to say, can't fault any of the performances. Just one of those days. And it was, we played well. Just couldn't quite get the breaks. Leaves us 2 points behind Tottenham in the Premier League. We've signed some youngsters. The most notable one, who I am quite excited about, is a guy called Adam Dalton. 16-year-old English striker. Very, very good stuff to start with. Obviously, looks quite good physically, with 12 acceleration, 15 pace already, and 12 strength. Very good. Technically quite decent as well. Looks a good player. Has potential ability of 4 stars. I don't know if we're going to get to see him in the save. Depends how long it carries on for, I guess, doesn't it? But it's on to Porto now in the second leg. And if we can get through that, I don't mind too much about the City game. If we end up losing, it's not been a good episode. So here it is, the away leg. We are 2-0 up from the first. I think it's definitely going to be the 4-3-3 formation. There's so many unregistered players. Right, so in terms of the lineup today, only a couple of changes. We're going to have the usual back five, Forster, Tierney, Kanate, Smalling, Johnny. Gini is now dropped into the defensive midfielder position. Lanetti and Højbjerg regain their partnership in the middle of the park. That sounds a bit strange. What is that just in my head? And then you got David Neres, Ronnie Lopez, and I'm gonna give Brill a rest. Actually, we're gonna put Patty Cutrone up front. He deserves a chance after his goal in the last game against Porto. Anyway, so we cannot allow complacency to undo all the good work we did in the first leg. I like that, chat. Don't let it ruin it, boys. We go there, we sit back, we absorb some pressure, we get one goal, and I think that will see us through. Just one goal will do. Højbjerg's injured straight at the start. Oh, great. Oh, good. I love that. So Mario Lemina's coming on a bit earlier than planned, and he's going to go into the defensive midfielder position. And Genie's going to move into the deep line playmaker. Oh, this game hates me. Plays it to Cuadrado. We're doing well there. We're keeping them in. Osorio to Benavides, I think is how you say it. Sergio Oliveira, obviously from the Mestalla complex, I've just realised. Galeno, good ball in. Suarez, oh, don't do this to me. I don't want this to be a bad episode. Please don't do this to me. Good run by Galeno. So many crosses. So many crosses come in. And we're 1-0 down within 15 minutes. It's going to be a tense game. Cuadrado to Galeno. He finds Benavides. Sergio. Oh, out. Break. Come on. Ronnie Lopez on the break. Great ball to Patty Cutrone. Great take. Pat, please. Great tackle by Kanate. Win that, Kieran. Come on, mate. You're my captain. Do me a favour. Put in a good performance today. Lanetti to David Neres. Need some magic from David. Genie. Good ball out to Ronnie. This has got our chance written all over it. Ronnie Lopez. Driving out wide. Onto the right-hand side. Come on, mate. Good ball back to Genie. Genie. Square it. Genie. Lanetti. Oh, what a goal from Carol Lanetti. Boom. His long shots for days, mate. It's good play by Ronnie originally. He made some space for Genie, who dossed a little bit about on the ball, actually, I'm not going to lie. Eventually got it to Lanetti. It's not great keeping. Again, Marquisium, or whatever his name is, has not covered himself in glory over this tie, but come on! Oh, for God's sake, there's another highlight. He gets big goals as Lanetti. That's what I like about him. Good ball there to Ronnie Lopez. Ronnie Lopez releases Patty Cutrone. His finishing is superb. It's just not today, though. It's not today. There's the half-time whistle. I'm going to say passionately, I'm very happy with the way you're playing. I am, to an extent. I'm going to take off Johnny, bring on Rosas, and we're going to save the last sub. I have a funny feeling I'm probably going to end up taking off Patty Cutrone, who's not had his best game. He could have literally put this tie to bed a while ago. It's hard for me to say who's been a success and who hasn't, because a lot of the signings I've got, because the squad's so big, and I've had to do so much rotation, it's really hard to actually tell how good someone is, because no one's really got that much of a run in the team. You've got the occasional ones. Like Fraser Forster this season's come back in and has reclaimed the number 1 jersey as his own. Angus Gunn has been gash. Like, there's no other way of saying it. Every time I put him in, Angus just makes mistakes. And I'm wondering if maybe I sell him. Even though he's obviously very good statistically, I don't feel he works for the team very well. Like, he's just in a really, really bad rut of form. So I don't know whether I sell him and then make the most of that and get additional money in, because he's valued quite highly. I reckon we could at least get 20 million, 30 million for him as Acuna hits the post. And I don't know, there's a lot of positions I feel that we kind of need to change around for next year, but I'm giving the guys the next few months just to kind of turn some of my thoughts around. There's a few players that are kind of playing for their futures here, and that will do. A 1-1 draw. We remain we remain unbeaten. We haven't been beaten in the Europa League yet. A really good win. We are through to the next round, and we will have the quarter-final draw before the end of the episode, because I want to know who we got. Højbjerg's out for 4 weeks, that's a bit worrying. Carol Anetti was superb in that game. He's been in blistering form in the last few weeks, up to a 6.98 in terms of form. You look at his stats, he's actually very decent. He is a very good footballer. Technically not brilliant, physically, mentally, very decent. In the last 8, then we got Monaco, Galatasaray, Hamburg, City, Marseille, us, Valencia, Wolfsburg. Go to the automatic draw. I like the tension. I like the tension of the automatic draw. First out the hat, Hamburg. I'll have them. City. Right, okay. Valencia, Southampton. So an old friend of ours, Valencia away to start with. I like the fact that it's the away leg first, but I'm not happy about it being Valencia. Wolfsburg and Galatasaray make up another tie, and then Marseille and Monaco. If we do get past Valencia, that's quite good, because there's a few teams in there I'm not that afraid of. One of them being Wolfsburg and Galatasaray. I'm not particularly worried about them, so that would give us a chance in the semi-finals of at least picking up one of those teams. Exciting though, isn't it? We're in the quarterfinals of the Europa League, the first time of asking. A few games have been rearranged, so let's see when we're going to come back. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back for the Valencia game first leg, and then the home game against Swansea, because we haven't seen them on the save yet. And then we'll have the home game against Valencia in the episode after that, and then an away trip to the Emirates, and then obviously there's bigger games after that with Tottenham and Chelsea coming up. In terms of the top 4, like, it's completely free for all at the moment. Our run-in is horrible. The only redeeming thing is that 5 of the last 7 fixtures are going to be at St Mary's, but naturally we have a very good record. That game against Tottenham is going to be huge. Thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then please do like, share and subscribe. Make sure you come back for the next episode. Valencia at the Mestalla, going back to an old stomping ground. Very exciting. You're not going to want to miss it. Until I see you there, stay cool.